Welcome to Baz Travels. After driving 14,826 kilometers through 24 states and Washington, D.C., I've seen rocket launches to the Grand Canyon and Hoover Dam. I've explored Route 66, ghost towns, deserts, snow, and beaches on both coasts. From Vegas casinos to Alcatraz, the White House to Hollywood. Join me for a journey of the ordinary and the extraordinary.
Loading destination. Simulation starting in 3, 2, 1. To look around, move your phone or tablet. Click and drag if on a computer or move your head if using a VR headset. Please like and subscribe.
This stretch of Boot Hill Museum focuses on everyday services that kept Dodge City functioning once it began the shift from a temporary boomtown into a more stable community. These places are less dramatic than the saloon stories, but they tell how people actually lived, worked, and stayed connected. First, the undertaker. In the 19th century, death was a regular part of frontier life. Disease, accidents, and harsh working conditions meant people could die far from family and far from formal institutions. An undertaker handled far more than funerals. They arranged burials, prepared bodies, organised coffins, and often managed the practical paperwork that followed a death. In places like Dodge City, that role mattered because it created order at a moment when everything felt uncertain. It was also one of the few services that treated everyone the same way. Rich, poor, local, or passing through. The undertaker's work gave people dignity when the town was still rough around the edges. Next is a shoemaker. On the frontier, footwear was not a fashion item. It was an essential equipment. Boots wore out quickly from walking, riding, dust, mud, and harsh ground. A damaged sole or split leather could end someone's ability to work. Replacing boots was expensive, and supplies were not always reliable, so repair work was critical. A shoemaker extended the life of what people already owned. They resoled, restitched, patched, and fitted boots to keep them usable. It is a small business on paper, but it is a survival service in practice. When you see this shop, you're looking at the kind of trade that quietly keeps labour moving. Then there is a post office. If you want to understand how isolated frontier towns could feel, look at the mail systems. Letters carried wages, family news, legal notices, job offers, and sometimes the only emotional support people had. The post office connected Dodge City to the rest of the country. It also connected workers to home. For many people, receiving or sending a letter was the most important event of the week. Mail schedules affected business timing too. Contracts, payments, and deliveries depended on reliable communication. The post office was not just a service counter. It was a communication hub. It also created routine. People checked for mail on set days, shared updates with friends, and learned about events long before there was any other fast communication. Now the bank. As the cattle trade and local businesses expanded, Dodge City needed safe places to store money and systems to move it. Cash moved through town quickly. Wages were paid, herds were bought and sold, and merchants extended credit. Banks provided secure storage, loans, and transfers. They also shaped behaviour. Credit depended on trust. Reputation mattered. If you were known to be unreliable, you paid more, or you were refused. That created a kind of economic discipline in a town where formal regulation was still developing. Banks made growth possible, but they also made stability necessary. Even small services like issuing drafts, holding deposits, and recording transactions reduced the risk of carrying cash and helped business plan beyond the next week. Finally, the photo shop. Photography may seem like a luxury, but in a transient town it became a way to create identity and permanence. People wanted proof of who they were and where they'd been. Workers sent portraits home. Couples marked milestones. Businesses used photographs for advertising and documentation. Photographs also helped build the public image of Dodge City beyond its borders. Images travelled, and they shaped memory. In a place where people came and went, a photograph could outlast the person. It captured faces, clothing, and confidence. Details that written records often never bothered to include.
Simulation terminated. Please comment, like and subscribe.